We have to be courageous enough to take initiatives and to be outspoken, to intervene where there is a lack of intervention.
Once you're with the right people, you have the right resources, you have the right encouragement, then nothing is impossible.
We as the young people, we might have new ideas that might be a little hard to take in, but those can make such a major difference.
There's so much that we can do, and we can start, and the change begins now.
One of the greatest challenges is tribalism, ethnic discrimination.
The concept of leadership itself, that the people need a re-education of what leadership is about.
We need a stronger civic participation. Democracy needs to be lived in everyday life.
Right now, the level of youth unemployment is so high. It has to be addressed as a matter of urgency.
Of all the challenges, we decided to address human rights.
Go down to the basics, to the people who are actually facing these struggles. You will realize that change is needed, and it is needed like yesterday.
Human rights are intrinsic and they're inherent.
The term human right refers to those rights that are considered universal to humanity, regardless of citizenship, residency status, ethnicity, gender, or other considerations.
Any country that has a thriving civil society is bound to go far.
Well, we're talking about human rights. Knowledge is power.
Open up the conversation of human rights, not only in the urban areas, but in the rural areas.
A comprehensive equality legislation that says you cannot discriminate.
We have to adapt those human rights laws into our constitution.
When leaders use their power to support human rights, then they're leveraging their power for the greater goodness of their country.
Guaranteeing human rights makes the citizens of a country have confidence in the government.
I believe this is the time to draw the leaders to the table and say, you are the only means of us effecting this change.
Everybody in our different countries are equal and we deserve equal opportunities, and that's one of the foundations of democracy.
Everyone has a role to play.
I think that we will give a big contribution to the development of our continent and to the development of the world itself.
This is the beginning of our journey, of a dream that will change our homeland Africa and the rest of the world.